Hi everyone, my name is Karen, this is my channel RatherBeReading, and today I'm bringing to you my 2017 goals. So I recently posted a video talking about all of my 2016 goals and how I did for all of those. I will link that video up in the cards if you guys want to check it out. But in this video today, I want to obviously talk about all of my 2017 goals and all of the things that I'm hoping to accomplish surrounding my reading and my channel in the year of 2017. So let's jump straight in. So first off, we of course have the Goodreads reading challenge. Last year, I actually read a total of 200 books. I originally set my goal at 120. I have this year decided to set my goal at 130. How I've come to that number is that 130 is basically the equivalent of reading 2.5 books a week. I do really want to focus on this year, like just reading quality books, which obviously I never actively pick up a book that I think I'm not going to like, but I do just really want to read. I don't want to focus on the number, like 200, totally amazing. I'm really glad that I read 200, but if I read 70 books less than that and only hit 130 this year, I'll be totally fine with that. I would love to hit 130 books in 2017, so that is my goal. My second reading goal is to reread Harry Potter. This is actually a goal that I am transferring over from 2016 that I didn't accomplish. I really do think I'm going to accomplish it this year. As I've mentioned a couple of times, I have a certain point in my TBR, my physical TBR that I'm trying to get to before I pick those books up, and I should get to that probably in the first couple of months of this year, so I really do think I'll be able to accomplish that. I'm really looking forward to rereading Harry Potter. I haven't reread it since the final movie came out, so it's been years now, and I just am really looking forward to immersing myself back into the Hogwarts world. The next reading goal I have is that I am once again participating in the Around the Year in 52 Books challenge. This is a Goodreads group, which I will link down below for you guys, and in this challenge there is a challenge for each week of the year. You can do it week by week and try to check the challenge off in that week. I'm not doing that. I didn't do it last year. I will just be, again, taking all 52 challenges and trying to check them off with my reading throughout the year. Now, last year, I got most of my books for this challenge from the library. I'm not doing that this year. This year, I really want to check off as many of the challenges as possible with books from my physical TBR, because I am trying to read as much from my physical TBR as possible this year. So I will be having a separate video coming soon with my TBR for the 2017 Around the Year in 52 Books, which will also kind of act as a kind of a 2017 TBR, because these are all books that obviously that I'm hoping to get to in the year. Yeah, so I'll go through each of the 52 challenges in that video and what book I'm hoping to read to check it off. So my next challenge is to complete page 5 of my physical to read list. So I don't think I've ever talked about this on my channel, but I do have a A4 notebook. It's just a spiral notebook, nothing exciting, that I used to write down all of the books that I wanted to read. This started kind of before I had Goodreads, when I didn't have a to read shelf, and I do still write every book down in here. It obviously now is mainly just me writing out my books that I mark as to read on Goodreads. However, if Goodreads ever crashed or whatever, I would still have it, so that's great. And I haven't been really bad about going through this. This is page 5, which I will show you guys if you can see. So this is it. I just write every book out, I cross them off when I've read them, and I have been at this same point in this list for like 2 years. And so there are 9 books on this that I want to read, which I will read out to you guys. The first of those is A Disobedient Girl by Rue Freeman, Telltale by Sam Hayes, The Winter House by Nikki Gerard, Playing the Field by Zoe Foster, Love Machine by Clinton Coward, Blue Bloods by Melissa Delacruz. That is a series, but in order for me to complete this challenge, I just need to read the first book. Players by Karen Swan, Getting Over Mr. Right by Chrissy Manby, and A Wild Affair by Gemma Townley, which is again the first book in a series, I believe, but again the first book will be sufficient for this challenge. So yeah, I just basically want to read all of those books so that I can start getting through this list and reading some of the books that I've been wanting to read for a really long time. I don't remember what any of those books are about. I know what Blue Bloods is about. It's a vampire series, but apart from that, these are books that at some point I have looked at and gone, that sounds really interesting, I want to read it, and I've just never gotten around to them. So I do want to get through those 9 books this year. The next challenge that I have for myself is to read 10 of the first 20 books that are on my to-read list on Goodreads. This is kind of a continuation of my last challenge, or my last goal, that again, I have marked books as to read, and there's a reason that I wanted to read them, and they've been on my to reads list on Goodreads for forever, and I haven't gotten around to any of them. So I will go through the first 20. I have, like I said, I want to read 10 of these 20, and I do actually own a lot. Not a lot. I own some of these books, so that's good, and I just want to get through, I'd love to get through all 20, but if I get through 10 of these 20, that would be really great. So I have Bridget Jones' Diary by Helen Fielding, Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen, Looking for Alaska by John Green, The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling, Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. That's one that I don't think that I'll get to, only because while I do own that book, I do want to read Morgan Matson's books in publication order, and I believe Since You've Been Gone is the 3rd book that she published, so I probably won't get to that one this year, but maybe I will, I don't know. The Gift of Looking Closely by Al Brooks, A School for Unusual Girls by Kathleen Baldwin, The Sky is Everywhere by Jandy Nelson, Don't Look Back by Jennifer L. Armentrout, Sisters Red by Jackson Pierce, Defending Jacob by William Landy, The Edge of Normal by Carla Norton, Spark by Rachel Craw, Princess of Thorns by Stacey J, The Winner's Curse by Maria Rutkowski, Creed by Trisha Lever, 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray, The Silence of Six by E.C. Myers, Etiquette and Espionage by Gail Carriger. Again, I don't think I'll get to that one, only because I do want to read that's like a prequel spin-off series, and I want to read the original series. Why is it escaping me? Soulless by Gail Carriger. I want to read that series before I get to that one, so I probably won't get to that one this year. And Alice in Zombieland by Gina Showalter. So those are the 20 books. As I said, I just want to get through 10 of them in the year of 2017. And the final reading goal that I have for myself is to read 50 books on my physical TBR shelf. So that is the physical bookshelf that I have in my room filled with books that I have not read. I want to read 50 of those books that I owned prior to 2017. So if it's a book that I purchased this year and then I read this year, that won't count. It has to be books that I already owned prior to this year. I just want to get that list down. Like I say, there's books on there that I have owned for so long that I just haven't got to. So I want to get through 50 of those books at least in 2017. So now in the way of channel goals, I don't really have too many channel goals per se. I am pretty happy with the content of my channel and how frequently and stuff I've been posting over the last year. Some people may think that my content is pretty run-of-the-mill, but that's what I enjoy filming. I enjoy filming wrap-ups and TBRs and book hauls. I really enjoy my marked as to read videos. I just enjoy most of the things that I film and that I'm putting up, and this channel is a creative outlet and somewhere where I go to talk about books. So if I'm happy with it, that's all that really matters to me. So I'm pretty happy, as I say, but I do, again, this is kind of carried over from my 2016 goals that I didn't really accomplish, is to be more present in the community. I talked about that a lot in my 2016 goal review. So again, you can check out that video, but I want to basically, a way that I'm going to go about this is that I want to make a conscious effort to comment on at least one video a day. Now, that might not seem like a lot, and it's not. Like, I should really be able to accomplish that. It's not a big deal, but that's a lot more than what I've been doing. I would like to make the effort to, of the bazillion videos that I watch generally in a day, take the time on at least one of those videos to make a comment. I would prefer that comment to not just be something like great video, but something that has a bit more, you know, interaction with the video creator, whoever it may be, because I am subscribed to a lot of booktube channels. I think I was actually talking about this with Mel from That Girl Bookworm the other day, and I'm subscribed to, I think it was 219 channels, and I know for a fact that only 3 of the channels that I'm subscribed to are non-booktube related. So there's a lot of channels, there's a lot of videos and a lot of people's content that I watch and really enjoy, and I really want to be better about letting those people know that I enjoy their content and why I enjoy their content. So that is basically the only real channel goal that I have for myself this year. So those are my 2017 reading goals and kind of a channel goal. I would love to chat with you guys in the comments down below if you've got any thoughts on any of my goals, like what you think about them, or any goals that you are setting for yourself in 2017. I would love to know. Basically the gist of these like goals is that I'm trying to read less from the library. I love my library, but I just want to get through as much of my physical TBR as I can, because I do have a lot of books on there that I really want to read and I just don't have the time to get to them because I have so many books from the library. So yeah, hopefully there will be less library books in my hauls in 2017. But yeah, I would love to chat with you guys in the comments down below. Please like this video if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to see more from my channel. But that's all I've got for this video today. Bye guys.